Hey Internet, Lanks here with another replay from the DreamHack Open 2013. This time we're going to be seeing Quantic HyuN in the bottom left here in blue versus SK Gaming's MC in the top left. I'm going to follow MC a little further as he's one of the best and he's certainly entertaining to watch. It's fun to see how he reacts to all the different racist strategies. Now we're on Star Station again, so this time we're pretty close as well. These two opponents are going to be running at each other pretty early on, I expect, since the rush distance is fairly short. But we'll see what happens. So HyuN here, being a Zerg, is going to be probably a little more conservative than White War was when he was facing MC. He's likely going to do an expansion, get up his early expo, possibly expo first rather than pool, but we'll see. And MC, well, we'll see if he goes for a Nexus first, or a Forge House expand, or if he's just going to do standard kind of gateway cybercore, and then move from there. Still remains to be seen what everybody is going to decide to do. No obvious cheese or anything. HyuN's already moving his overlords in the correct direction, so he's going to find MC's base pretty shortly, and HyuN likewise is heading straight for, or sorry, MC is heading straight for MC's, HyuN's base. Ugh. It's difficult when you're using names that aren't actually names. And acronyms a lot of the time. So HyuN here getting his pull first, so it looks like he's not going to be doing an expo first, playing it a bit safe. MC's going to get a good look at this, and hopefully will keep his eye on his probe so he doesn't end up wandering away. No? Well, there we go, picks it up. HyuN moving at his probe, likely to expand, and he's disengaging there. Might be able to get the expand down, might not have enough money to do it though. Looks like he's a little early, about 50 resources early. Oh, and HyuN's going to be, MC's going to be able to stop. Oh, he's not going to be able to stop the expansion at all. Bit of a misclick there by MC. Back on MC's side of things, we've got his second pylon coming down, and his gateway is finished. We should do a cybercore right about now. There we go. First gas getting mined, second gas still not touched, so not going to see anything too crazy on the early tech, although that could change pretty quickly. Still no gas from HyuN, so not going for speed links apparently. Going to be purely droning. This is all valuable intel for MC. We'll see if he decides to change up his tactics because of this. He's not going to see any early aggression at all. I'm wondering where this drone's going to go. Is he going to grab his third? Oh, he's going for an early third. That is aggressive. Or this could be a deke out because that probe, of course, is following. So the probe, this might simply be to try to throw MC off his scout. Although it looks like it actually is a third. So this is really greedy. So MC chronoing out a stalker that's already rallied down to HyuN's base. And we've got Warpgate Research coming along. This is pretty interesting. So is MC going to take his own expansion? That's, well, he might be. He's already got a pylon going down. He's setting up a bit of a wall here. HyuN's first expansion is complete. Queen's wandered her way down there, and a second one is coming up from the main hatchery. Now with this third down, I mean, if MC doesn't put on some aggression, and soon, HyuN's going to rocket ahead in income and in production and everything. It'll be really hard for him to catch up after that. MC still hasn't taken his expansion, so I mean, I'm a little confused as to what he's doing here. He's chronoing out units, but he's not getting any more production or tech. So I think he's saving up for an expansion. Oh yeah, there he is, saving up for an expansion. Almost has enough. But he's going to have to catch up on two bases. We've got the Mothership Core and the Stalker down here. Might be able to annoy or possibly deny this expansion. There's some slow lings here, but no speed yet. So they cannot touch that Mothership Core. A Queen needs to go over to help deal with that, but the Creep's not there. Queens are slowly waddling over. Lings are doing a counterattack over here. MC has no defenses. Just a couple of pylons and a single Stalker. Speed just coming out now, so HyuN's not really going to be able to do any crazy aggression. But, oh, he needs to do a force field, and, oh, he totally missed it. And Sentry has walled himself in. Not quite enough, though. Looks like the Mothership Core has been, oh, it's recalling. MC here making a full retreat, as he realizes he has a bit of domestic issues. That's a lot of lings in space. Even at speed, that's pretty dangerous. Mothership Core, of course, can just keep wailing away on them, but at 7 damage a pop, it's not doing a whole lot. 8 damage a pop, excuse me. However, more lings pouring through. Looks like HyuN's figured he can end it right here. Guess we could cancel on that, but this Nexus is very vulnerable. MC really needs an overcharge, but frankly, he used up his energy doing a mass recall. Probably not the best idea in retrospect. Looks like MC's just getting overwhelmed already. Not sure how he's going to hold it. No, I guess he held it off. He could really use, or HyuN could really use speed to be finished though. And he's poured a lot of larva into his attack and hasn't really gotten much out of it. Those force fields were enough to hold out the Lings as long as he needed. And there we go again, but still not enough. Really, HyuN would need Banelings to get in here at this point. There are force fields and there's a Mother Core, and it's not going to work out. I think at this point, HyuN really needs to pull back onto his droning, but he's... Oh, he is doing that. He's getting a bunch of drones out now. These Lings hopefully will just be there to cause problems for HyuN, forcing to keep using up his force field energy, although he has 6 sentries now, which is more than enough to hold off Lings pretty much permanently. They're making an incredibly small choke point here. So MC getting out his Forge, going to be going for just playing Gateway Tech at this point, but we'll see where he switches. He may go into a Robo or grab out a Stargate, maybe go for some Phoenix Harass, since HyuN is quite far behind on the tech now. I mean, he hasn't gotten to Lair Up, he's only got 1 gas. He is going to have a whole lot of minerals real soon, though. HyuN getting down a single cannon, which is a fairly wise idea. Always nice to have. And getting rid of Stargate, so it's going to be an interesting airplay here. So HyuN is very vulnerable to this right at this point. He's got pretty much no defenses. He doesn't have any... doesn't have anything. This could go pretty badly. Getting a Roach Warren, not really the best choice against air, but HyuN doesn't know that. He could be doing Overlord Scout at some point. There's no defenses down here, so he'd be able to get in and get out and see everything if he had speed. HyuN's really going to have to get out something that can do anti-air, maybe Hydras, or possibly just getting more Queens, some Spores. One Hallucinated Phoenix here, getting up the Roach Horn, that probably makes MC very happy. In fact, 2 Hallucinated Phoenixes. Things you can do when you have lots of sentries. MC moving out a little bit, getting a little aggressive. He's got plenty of force with energy, so Lings aren't quite that scary. Another Phoenix. We've got Void Rays coming out, which is the proper counter to Roaches. So we're going to see... Oh, it's a Roach push coming in from HyuN. He's got 11 Roaches coming out, and Roach speed is coming. We'll see if he's going to go immediately or wait for the speed to finish and then go. And Burrow, which isn't going to work too well with this cannon here. He's not going to be able to do too much in the way of sneaky tactics unless he takes it out fast. We've got a Robo-Bait and, of course, the Robotics Facility and an Observer coming out, so Burrow is pretty much useless now. Plenty of cans coming down, and MC securing his 3rd. I see this going in MC's favor pretty quickly. If he can get 3 bases up to HyuN's 3, then he pretty much wins. Macro Hatch coming down for HyuN, a wise idea. And Evo Chamber, but no anti-air of any kind here. This is looking kind of scary. Just waiting for a Void Ray to show up, and HyuN's going to figure it's a hallucination, but nope. Oh, HyuN finally getting a Scout off with an Overseer here. It's a slow Overseer, but it's an Overseer. And yes, I am still casting. MC's got full saturation as natural here. Likely going to just do a transfer over. MC cleaning up the creep tumors, preventing much aggression. Now there's another live tumor over here, but of course it's probably just going to get taken out as well once the forces notice the creeping up. All the gases are built at this point, and it looks like... Okay, so HyuN's getting full saturation of his gas. Still a little worried about his tech choice here. He's not getting any anti-air, he's just getting a lot of Roaches and nothing else. But where did those Roaches go? Take a look at the unit count here. We've got 15 Roaches, all huddled over here on the right. Avoiding the watchful eyes of the Protoss army, but still, it's not a big enough army to do anything. There are Immortals out, there's Void Rays out. I mean, as soon as an engagement happens, I think HyuN's going to lose this. Unless he pulls out something very scary out of his pocket. And he's got tons of minerals. I mean, if he's got the larva to spend, he could just mass Lings and potentially win. But still, he's got 0-0 at this point on everything. Phoenix is going everywhere, just scouting things out. Fourth base coming up here for HyuN. Not like he really needs the money right now, but of course you want to plan ahead. MC still just, well, macroing, which honestly is all he needs to do. He's got 3 bases with Zerg 4. That's a pretty good position for a Protoss. And his main is very well defended, and he's getting out every tech choice possible. So he's going to be able to do pretty much whatever he wants at this point. Birdlings. Kind of clever, keeping an eye on the Protoss army, but of course they are pretty easy to spot when you have an observer. This observer here just keeping an eye on the army. Okay, here we go. So we got Hydras coming out, so at least we got some anti-air, but of course now the Colossi have joined the army, Hydras aren't going to be terribly effective. HyuN's in fact almost maxed. Now, if you include Vipers in your Roach Hydra Ball, then Colossi are a lot less scary. Okay, so I think MC has honestly sat on his haunches for too long here. If he had pushed out about 5 minutes ago when it was just Roaches, he probably could have just won the game right there. Protoss take a while to build their units since they can't just warp in Colossi. Well, you know what I mean. They can't just instantly appear Colossi, whereas the Zerg can instantly remax, so I think HyuN's going to head out very soon and probably lose his entire army, and then do it again, and possibly win. So we'll see what MC can hold off. 3 Colossi is kind of scary, but if there's 3 Abducts in those Vipers, then they're probably going to win. Phoenix is going everywhere, being really annoying. HyuN, of course, now knows that there are Vipers on the field. Looks like HyuN is making his move now. He's got a big ball of units here. Gonna try to deny that 4th. And they go. Still 0-0. Look at the production here. Yeah, we're still waiting on... We got 1 attack on the Roaches and the Hydras. NC's army coming from the left. Look at all those Void Rays. Now, good Abducts there. Good Abducts. MC losing all of his Colossi. The Void Rays are going to town, but the Hydras... they're whittling down, but only a couple of Void Rays have actually died. That's still a sizable air army that nothing can shoot back at it. Still, HyuN has denied the 4th base, so that's probably all he needs to do at this point. HyuN's got his Ultra Cavern up too now, so he can change things up a little bit. Getting more upgrades, finally. We got Charge coming out for MC, which is an odd choice. He didn't have too many Zealots in his army last time. Might be switching things up. A couple of changelings here, and the Door Guard just nailing them in. Bouncer is very effective. Good old Bob. MC continuing to just get a whole lot of Void Rays, which honestly is a good tactic. I don't know if you've ever played 4v4s, but mass Void Rays tends to win almost every time. There's always one guy who does it. More gateways coming out, which is wise. MC's got to stay on top of his production. You can see he's keeping his money very low, although he's also not maxed out at all. HyuN, however, has remaxed entirely and is ready to go. He's going to have 1 armor as well. He's eating his own Ultra Cavern, which is an odd choice. HyuN going the long way around here. Kind of strange. And has he gotten any move? Did he get the movement upgrade? I don't think so. Those Hydras aren't moving too quickly off the creep. Oh no, that is the movement upgrade, I believe. Anyhow, so looks like we're going to see another clash here. HyuN moving in from the right again. I'm not really sure what MC is going to be able to do against this, and there's a lot of Hydras in there, and he has no Colossi now. He needs that Storm, and it's not ready yet. A couple of well-placed Abducts could pull out the Militia Corps and possibly a couple of Void Rays. So HyuN's cutting himself off here. He knows his army is kind of sacrificial. He's got enough to make another army instantly, so it's not a big worry for him. Pulling out some of the Void Rays, getting them closer to the Hydra Balls. Hydra range is, of course, the main problem they face. But surprisingly, not actually working out all that well. However, HyuN is now instantly making 23 new Hydralisks. They should probably just burrow these guys. This was an observer with that army, then they could at least get away. And they're running off. 38 Hydralisks coming out. I'm surprised we're not seeing any Ultralisks. I mean, even a couple on the ground are great against the Zealots and the High Temps. Chase them down and chop them up. We've got a 5th base here for HyuN. Still not really mining at the 4th either. At only 12. Well, 12 workers isn't bad. There's tons of Hydralisks coming out. Getting 3-2. I'm still surprised we're not seeing any Eldris. It's an odd choice. Although he's honestly used up all his money, so I suppose he's trying to still max out. Got a 6 base coming down now. Drones have already been pulled from here, so HyuN's keeping on top of his macro. And he's still got a really big army heading up north. Going again. Not even going to bother waiting for the next round of upgrades, because why bother? However, these storms are going to be a problem. This is a big problem. Hydro balls just die to storms. They can't run away, and they just can't tank it. So it's going to not end up too well. He's got to pull out... Oh no, pulling out the Void Rays is good, but not great. Oh no, this is going badly. This is not going well. Well, looks like some success here. Surprisingly, HyuN has actually managed to destroy most of the army. And if he can just remax now, he can win. He's making 7 Vipers. Wow. I'm not sure he really needs that many Vipers. That seems a little excessive. And getting 8 Hydras, but he's now entirely out of minerals. He should maybe just mass Lings? We'll see where he goes. Armor 2 is going to finish up, and Weapons 3 probably by the time HyuN goes in for another round. Of course, this gives MC time to remax as well. He's got 3 Stargates and a boatload of Gateways and a Robo. Getting out of Colossi. I mean, honestly, the more types of units you can mix in, the better. HyuN's 6 base coming up. I mean, MC hasn't been able to harass the bases on the right side at all. There's not even a pylon over here to warp in Zealots and do some annoyances. And HyuN's upgrades are way behind. He's on 0 armor, 0 shield, 1 attack. That's not good. This forge has been idle for far too long. And he still hasn't gone taking his 4th. He's not even trying, in fact. And he's totally maxed out on both of his bases. He's going to be mined out really soon. He's got maybe time for one more push, and then he's going to be out of money. More storms here, and still plenty of Zealots. Actually, a ton of Zealots. Wow. I'm not sure this is the right choice against as many Hydras. It's like putting Lings against a Marine Ball. At a certain point, the Marines hit that critical mass, and you can't really win. Didn't even get a chance to get a shot off. Would be nice to have an Overseer here. Oh, there's one now. How convenient. Take out that server so he isn't constantly being spied upon. There it goes. Now this is a lot of Zealots and a Colossi and a whole lot of Storms. I mean, this is in theory pretty scary. He's got to get good feedbacks off on these Vipers, or else they're just going to pull everything out. Pulling out a couple of the high temps. No Storms were able to go down though. Not good. And I think that's probably GG for MC. Waited far too long as Zerg hit that critical mass, and that's the game. Oh, then maybe not. Maybe not. The Colossi remarkably survived, although MC GG's anyway. He knows he's out. He's out of minerals here. He's out of minerals here. There's not much else he can do. So, looks like that's game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Probably still do a couple more. We're not quite at the end of the 2013 DreamHack tournaments games. I don't believe I can actually cast the final ones, but I'll do a few more and then get into some other replay packs. Anyhow, if you guys have enjoyed, like, comment, and sub, and I will bring you more. That's all for now.